We're live, we're live, we're live, we're live. We are live. Pink Fanfur live. Superfan Thursday, Pink Fanfur and company. Thank you to all of our viewers out there. Thank you to our producer on the ones and twos, BA. And I want to thank all of our channel partners, the Legal Score, as well as Mac McGrath's National Streaming Network. Hey, NFL season is here and it is getting hot. Okay. I mean, we just started it. We kicked off the Hall of Fame game in Canton, Ohio, with the Carolina Panthers versus the Cardinals, and we turned a 2 minute drill into a 2 second win. We got the W 33-30. It was a very electrifying win. We got to see some of our players trying to make the team, come on the team, and be with us on the 53-man roster. We got training camp, check, that's done. Fan Fest is done, check. And now we are getting ready to heat things up for the preseason. And we have a very special guest for you tonight. I'm going to play our show from a few months ago. You guys already know who she is. She does not require any introductions at all. Let me give you a little hint. Bills Mafia, pretty girl, beautiful girl, the talented Cherie Hall, Bills Mafia. Bills LEIA is our guest tonight, and we welcome you, ma'am. Welcome. You look beautiful. Welcome to the show, Pink Fanfur and Company, Superfan
Thank
Thursday.
you, girl. Hey, my darling love.
Hey, hey.
You. I've missed you so much.
I know I missed you too. I know. Things didn't go well as far as me getting to the draft this year, and of
I
course,
know.
Canton didn't work out either because it was a little too expensive. So it was like I gotta kind of limit my trips a little bit to see how it's gonna work as far as because
Same.
these trips are kind of expensive. So, but
I
we
know.
got you here tonight, and we appreciate you spending time with us.
Thank you.
How
Thank
have
you
you
so much
been?
for having
How have you been? How's your summer been? How's your off season? Even though we know we don't have off seasons as super fans, how's everything going with you and yourself and the
It's
fam?
been awesome. Like I did go to the draft in Pittsburgh and it was amazing. It was literally the best time. Pittsburgh is so awesome. Thank you so much for hosting all the super fans. Ended up going to the Superfan Summit. It was
Ah.
a time we literally got all together as like super fans and we had one big old party and it was just the most amazing time. And you've been to like these draft super fan parties and you know that it is
It's
an
a time.
experience. Is it is definitely an experience and it was one of the things that, like, moving forward when I go into this season, I hold that memory because, like, it makes me more excited for the season. It makes me, excited to see these, like, other fans coming into town, us hosting these fans, and we're hosting you for the preseason game starting out.
Yes. The Carolina Panthers will be storming into Buffalo. We're
Yeah,
going to
you
talk about that game shortly, but I want to know, tell the audience a little bit more about your experience with the draft. I know that I didn't get to go to the draft, but I know you kind of briefed on it a minute, but how
yeah.
was it as far as like being there and getting to see all of your fellow superfan friends and fans? How was it? Just was it like a reunion? Was it electrifying? Because I missed it this year, but
You
we'd
know what
like to
it
hear
is?
what your take is.
It's kind of like summer camp where like you're out of school and it's like the off season, it's summertime, you're not really seeing your friends anymore, but then you all meet up at like some sort of venue and you're like, yeah,
Hmm.
it was an amazing time. The weather was beautiful. Number one, it was like 80 degrees. This was April of this year
Right.
in Pennsylvania. It was amazing. It was 80 degrees, beautiful weather. The people of Pittsburgh were so gracious. They literally were like the most welcoming people. I have no complaints. Venues were good. The only thing that I would say is like a little bit with the infrastructure because it ended up like they had the draft downtown Pittsburgh. But as you know, or anybody from Pittsburgh knows, there are bridges that go in and out of Pittsburgh. Ended up
Mhm.
closing the bridges, so it was a little difficult for fans to navigate going in and out of the city proper. But ultimately, it worked out. We ended up having the Superfan Summit,
Okay.
which incorporates all.
I missed that. I know you had a ball.
I
I
know
saw the photos and you guys look gorgeous.
it was like the ultimate tailgate because there was no game, but we were
Cheers
all
to that.
sitting there just drinking.
I think she froze up a little bit. Cherie Hall feels Leia, you froze up a little bit. Am I frozen? Tell me if I'm frozen. B, audience, tell us out there in the comments if we're frozen. We're gonna let her log back in. So we're very excited to have you on our show today, Superfan Thursday, because like I said, the Panthers are marching into Buffalo on Saturday the 15th. And I had a big dream that we won. I know it's only preseason. But we've got some weapons on the team. We've got some weapons on the team, and I think we're gonna come in there and hungry because the last time that the Buffalo came to Charlotte, last year it was a hot mess. It was a hot mess. So we're gonna come into Buffalo. We're gonna take you. All right. So, well, I'm gonna wait to see what she's gonna do as far as logging back in. But while she's logging back in, we're gonna take on. Pants gonna take on week 2 in preseason Friday, August 21st. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, we've got to go back out there to Jacksonville to the Heat Box, and of course, I won't be going to that game. But that's hopefully we'll take a W there because when we went there last year, we end up taking an L. And then we've got some super fan friends on that Thursday before that game as well. And then we go to week 3, the final week of preseason. We'll be taking on the Houston Texans, which will be our home game here at the bank,
Hmm.
August 28th. Are you back?
Yes.
Oh, we're the lovely Bills. Leia is back, everybody. I was just kind of going over the presets and schedule. But you were talking about the draft and the super fan summit.
Yeah, we literally had the best time just having every single fandom represented. And I'm talking about from celebrities to like my friends. And
Mm-hmm.
there was 32 super fans representing every single team and had a good time. And it was one summer.
Did Carolina represent? I know Carolina Cat Daddy was there, of course.
Yeah, I saw DJ. Yes, I did.
He's always representing Carolina
So, yeah,
in the
he did.
highest form.
I love him.
Yeah, so glad that you guys got to see each other during that time. Well, you were talking about the weather. I know that in April in Pittsburgh, I've not been in Pittsburgh in the April timeframe, but
Mhm.
it's it's supposed to be like a little colder because it's April, but you said it was gorgeous, so I would imagine that the weather was pretty mild, and then that made things really good,
Listen,
really,
I
really comfortable.
I want to tell you the God smiled upon us because New York is similar to like Pennsylvania. The weather's the same. April is terrible. It's like 50s, rainy, maybe you even get snow. Terrible. We went there and April like 20 to the 27th. It was 80 degrees. I don't even know how this happened.
Okay.
Football fans like got together and said one prayer that to have nice weather and made it fun. And I love
Nice weather
that.
for a mini skirt because I saw that.
Yeah. I'm like, I will
Yeah.
keep sitting there. I'm like, I will
You
remember.
awesome. Awesome. And then if we fast forward, like what have you been doing on your off season? I know you've been super busy over there because I saw those blinged out shoes that you posted.
Yeah. So I've been working on new costume because obviously we have to do. And that's like the big thing in Buffalo is the new stadium.
Mm.
So there's like a $2 billion stadium in
So
Buffalo.
is it built up already or is it in the works?
Yeah, it's already built. They already this past
Wow.
Saturday they had um
Okay.
practice,
Congratulations.
kind of like soft run for the stadium. And if you, I got some tea on it if you want to hear it.
I do. I want to hear and drink all the tea.
Because me personally, I didn't go to this game because it was billed as a practice game. It was kind of just like a no real serious. So serious game is going to be on Saturday when we play y'all.
Correct.
So
Better get ready too.
I'm going to that game. I'm not going. I didn't want to go to this. It was called Return of the Red Blue and Red and Blue. So it was like people are having mixed reviews about this stadium. They're
Hold on
saying
just a
that
second. Cherie, you're a little breaking up in the volume department. I don't know if you can turn your volume down just a little because it's kind of a little choppy. So just, I would say the
is
volume might be an issue. Let's see.
that better?
That's much better. Thank you. Okay,
Oh,
continue.
let me turn it on a little bit more of that. Does that sound
Awesome.
better?
That's much better. Thank you.
Yeah. We
Good
are
job.
all about perfection and King Fanfur.
I just want people to hear you because everything you have to say is important.
Yeah. Well, so here's the tea from what I've heard with people that have went to the state. It's not the same as the old stadium. People are kind of mixed on the reviews. They don't really enjoy it as much as they did the stadium. There was like things that were thrown around that it doesn't that kind of buffalo grit to it. It's kind of
Mhm.
like hybridized. Somebody told me that it reminded them of Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. I don't know if
Mm.
you've ever been there, but if you know, you know. And it's I don't know if it's going to be the hit that they thought it would be coming into like because the hype around the new stadium is that
Mhm.
it's going to be amazing. There's like this whole thing, like $2 billion, like it's going to be like a
Right.
SoFi in LA.
Let
I
me
don't
see if
know,
I
like
can look it up
people,
real quick.
there's been tweets talking about how there's obstructed views in the stadium.
Mm.
Jumbotron is small. Um, oh, just like little things that like maybe people have to get used to, but mm, maybe might be a pebble in some shoes with like season ticket holders and people that have been, going to the games for 30, 40 years and are not
Mhm.
used to these kinds of things. So I don't know. I don't know. It's like really weird.
Now, is it a covered? Because I'm trying to find a picture of it online.
So
Is it?
it's a half covered, not it's modeled after the Tottenham Stadium in the UK, which is a soccer stadium or what they call football. So it's kind
Gotcha.
of half dome. So the inside is open, but there's like a covering of all the seats. Does that make sense?
Okay, so if it snows like it did quite a few years ago when the snow was what, 10, 7 feet, 7 feet high.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
if it snows, the field will get snowed on, but the people, the fans won't.
correct. So they
What
wanted
the
to
what the
retain,
hell?
yeah, they wanted to retain the like Buffalo always had an advantage, especially in the playoffs, about having the weather be an element or a factor in game
Mhm.
day. So
Right.
obviously, if you're a Miami and you're coming into Buffalo in January, it's a little different, you know what I mean, game wise
Definitely.
playing and having to adapt to elements than like say for instance so like what they used to say is that we had the advantage because we had the weather. We were cold, weather environment. And so like people like, New England and Denver and like Wisconsin and all these other places that played in the cold weather to thrive, but then like southern teams like the Panthers or like, like Jacksonville or Miami,
Yeah.
or, you know what I mean? Like Arizona,
Right.
not so much. So they wanted to keep the element of like
Uh
the
huh. I
weather,
gotcha.
but they also wanted to like, you know, give the fans a kind of a reprieve from sitting outside, as I can attest that I used to sit outside in like January with like hoods on.
And try to warm up with
You
some
know what I
kind of
mean? Like,
something, some kind of
oh,
antidote to warm up.
girl,
I saw those photos too.
girl, it was terrible. Like there used to be like sheets of ice that were this thick on the like benches. You couldn't even sit down. 'Cause what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit on ice? You can't set off. So
Hey,
you
but
would
wait a minute, you guys up there in Buffalo love the
you
snow
know?
now.
Yeah.
You guys love the snow, remember, and you love the advantage that you
Let's
have
move
with the
on. It doesn't
snow.
mean we
So
love it. I'm just gonna
you gotta suffer in silence over there.
say right, right. But I
Well, I
think that
think
was the
what you're
thing that they were like, oh, it's going to be an advantage because of the weather. So they wanted to kind of do a hybrid where it was like kind of indoor but yet outdoor. Does that make sense?
gotcha.
So
Yeah.
when people describe the new stadium, they describe it as a toilet bowl.
And when it
uh,
snows and rains, y'all gonna get shit on.
all the
Especially
memes and jokes aside,
you gonna get peed
I
and
didn't
sheet
build it. I
on.
don't
Peed and sheet on.
care. I'm just saying.
So basically what you're saying is the new stadium, what it sounds like is that it doesn't sound like it brings that Bills Mafia nostalgia back. It doesn't have that same feeling as the nostalgia from the old stadium. I think it's just going to take you guys some time to transition and adapt to it and
That's
create
what
your
I'm saying.
create new memories.
I'm saying like it's gonna take a minute. You gotta like adapt to change. Everything is that's new is eventually gonna become old. So it's like that would
Mhm.
be the norm. And I think people just have to kind of get used to it.
Yeah.
But it's just so new right now. So it's the hot thing right now.
So is it in the same, well, obviously it's probably not in the same location, but it's in a different location. And then once that happens, you have to designate and pick out new tailgate areas. How was that? How does that work?
Well, so they moved it across the street. So the old stadium was on one side of the street, and
Okay.
now the new stadium is on the other side of the street.
Okay. Not too
Not
much.
really a
Not
big
too bad.
deal. However, they've now kind of corporatized it, so they're trying to charge people like they told people they're not allowed to tailgate in the parking areas, like the parking lots that are
What?
officially like Buffalo.
So,
There are other houses around that area that still do even private engagement, like so you can park on someone's lawn if you want to. And it like honestly, that's like the best tailgate experience. Like the house that I am associated with, it's off the
mhm.
beaten path, but like on game days for the hub, you know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
the community around it is kind of pushing back because they're trying to limit tailgating, kind of make it like I used to live in DC and they wouldn't allow you to tailgate at FedEx. Like you had to take a metro into FedEx, which is in Maryland. Right? So if you lived in DC, you had to take it to Maryland, but you couldn't park in
Correct.
the lots. There was no tailgating. And I feel that Gillette Stadium, or the New England Stadium is like that now. Um, but I feel like taking away from tailgating for football games is kind of taking away from the entire experience of what football Sundays or Mondays or Thursdays mean.
Yeah,
You
I agree.
know, it's that community. It's like that before game, and it's also sometimes the after game.
Well, as we
You
talked about this a few months ago, the game before the game.
know? Yeah,
And then once you get to the game, you got to tailgate before the game. And then when they set all of these rules, I get what you're saying. That just sounds a little ridiculous that they have these different rules now and it's all become about money for the
yeah,
most part of what it seems like to me. And it's taken away from the fanism, the fan experience of tailgating.
yeah. It's sadly the world is becoming more like homogenized and corporate. And somebody described the new field when they went on Saturday that it was like Miami Hard Rock, where there was no like air ventilation, everything was sterile, there was no colors, nothing was like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Do you lose a little bit of something if you don't have an identity? Everything is just kind of like the same, and like every stadium looks the same. It's all the same chain restaurants and stuff. I don't know. Like, we'll have to see.
Well,
I'm gonna give
everything
it
has
a
to
chance. I'm gonna
change.
see it on Saturday. I'm gonna see it, and I'll give you my report.
I want you to have such a great time. I definitely know I'm not coming up to Buffalo for that.
It's
If it
gonna
was a
be
regular season game, more than likely, if it weren't like snowing and
absolutely
storming out, but definitely would try to make it up there. But I want you to have a good time, and I think that no matter where you guys are, whether it's a new stadium, an old stadium, a different parking lot, somebody's backyard, I think that the people that you're gonna be associating with and having fun with, it's gonna be the same. Like you're gonna make new memories, and then you're not even gonna think about it. You're just gonna do what we do as fans, have fun, think about going in there, supporting your team, and bringing that big spirit on. So I think that doesn't
okay.
matter where you are, you're still gonna make a good time out of it.
Darling, you are completely right because honestly, the best times are had outside the stadium. The best
Hmm.
times I've ever had has been house in their living room watching the game with like their
Yeah.
home cook. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Hmm.
need a stadium to have a good time.
Right. We don't need a stadium to have a good time. And we've proven
That's
that
what,
over and over again at these draft parties. But I want you to have the best time. I don't know if you saw it on the intro, but the Panthers was all over the Bills.
yeah,
We were like, it's the claws on the paws. Don't even trip. It's gonna be the claws on the paws Saturday because we are not going down lightly with this one.
honestly, well, what do you guys like? What news have you guys had? Like, we got a new stadium, but like, are you guys excited about the season? Do you have anything to be excited about? Any players that you're like, oh yeah,
Yeah, we've got some players that came out of the draft that's making a hit and making getting noticed. Unfortunately, one of our picks, Chris Brazzle, we call him Razzle Dazzle Brazzle, wide receiver, he was injured and I think he's out for the season. But we've got some other guys that's coming along just fine. And then we acquired some some names during the off season, so we're excited. I mean, obviously, as you can see from the game, I don't know if you were able to watch the Hall of Fame game the other day, Thursday night, that our one of our backup quarterbacks, Haynes King, like I said earlier, we turned the 2 minute drill into a 2 second win, and it was electrifying that he just took the ball and ran with it. And because we were thinking, well, if we don't get a touchdown here, and I think it was fourth down, if I'm not mistaken, but he impressed a lot of people that night. I think he
yeah,
definitely made a name for himself. So
that's awesome.
it's gonna be so exciting to see. I mean, they've closed the training camps, so I've been up there a few times. You can pretty much stand out there when they get ready to come out and go into the training camp field. But
Yeah,
a lot of the players will, if they're, it depends on how they feel and what time it is, and a lot of them like Bryce Young and a lot of them will come over. Bryce came over a couple of times. Wide receiver came over. Jalen Coker came over. He usually comes over all the time.
hmm,
And Tedero McMillan came over. I mean, Haynes came over. It was a lot of guys that came over that are just willing to sign autographs or take
I love
pictures. So
that.
that's nice. It's always nice to kind of get to interact with them and, just kind of push them up and just give them the encouragement that they need leading into whatever game that we're going to be playing. We had Fan Fest July the 31st, which was huge. So we got to see the new cheerleaders, the new Top Cats. I would say shout out to all the, new Top Cat cheerleaders that came on board. They look beautiful as usual. And then, of course, they did a scrimmage game. And so we got to see some people do some things. They signed on a 6-year-old. He was, I think he was playing quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. And, just kind of like yeah, he was a special little 6-year-old kid and he got his wish to become a Panther. So they signed him. So that was really cute and really special. And then, yeah, the stadium was so packed. It was great to see all of the fans back. It was great to just be in that like atmosphere. As you know, the feeling is electric and it was beautiful. And then as they ended it, we had a really nice light show and fireworks show, which was amazing. And then, of course, Carolina Superfans United, we always meet at the Sam Mills statue afterwards. So we did our group photo and everything. So it was really nice. Really, really nice. It was very good to be back and all the stuff we missed from last season. So we're taking on Jacksonville, as I was saying earlier, we're taking on Jacksonville August 21st, and then we got to go back to that hot box. So back to
Is
the
that
hot
your
box in
home
Jacksonville.
game?
That's going to be a pregame,
Okay, so but
preseason
you're
game.
having it at home in North Carolina.
Yeah,
Yeah.
our home game, preseason game is going to be with the Houston Texans Friday, August the 28th. And then, of course, we start our regular season playing week 1 with the Chicago Bears. That is going to be a home game. And I got a shout out to all my guests that's going to be coming on here soon, including yourself. We appreciate you coming on tonight, representing Superfan Thursday ahead of our game on Saturday. But we've got some guests coming on ahead of our game. So whatever game we're playing and whoever we're playing, that's the super fan we're gonna have on. So you gotta stay tuned for that. But other than that, just waiting to be in that stadium once again. How's everything going with your deals? Like what did you guys do during the off season and during the draft? What did you guys get? Any acquisitions that's notable?
Girl, no, bye. This draft was terrible. I'm sorry. Like we we built up our defense, and like we did get like IGB, and like we got a little bit of like pieces that we needed for defense, but there was no notable draft pick.
Nobody notable. Let's see.
Is now on the team, so kind of going to be our number one wide receiver. Funny story with him, or not a funny story, but like a very heartwarming story. He ended up when he first came to Buffalo after he was traded. He came here and went to the mall, went into the shop and said, "How many DJ Moore T-shirts do you have?" And they said, "Well, we got like this amount." He goes, "I'm gonna buy them all, and here's the money. And whenever anybody comes in to ask for a DJ Moore shirt, tell them that I bought it for them." And what a way to start his career in Buffalo. You know what I mean? Like that to me is awesome. I'm like, wait a, you know what I mean? You're circling the wagons at this point. So I appreciate that. That's a notable. Otherwise, draft. But you
Definitely.
never know. Like things like every given Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got
Like
you
anything can
got two
happen.
quarterbacks with the name Allen. Of course, Josh Allen and then Kyle
You
Allen.
want to make double sure.
And then let's see who else you got. I'm trying to look at your roster to see if there's anybody that I remember.
Yeah. I'm like, man,
Let's
you're not really
see.
gonna like our like right now. Khalil Shakir, who's my favorite. He's more of a slot receiver. I appreciate him a lot. They're gonna use
You got Frank Gore
probably one
Jr.
of the rookies, but they don't know because like I said, this last game on Saturday were using them as a practice, and we were like, well, are we going to do like this and that? Are we going to put these people on like the actual roster? Or are they going to be like
Right.
related to like practice?
Practice squad.
It's going to be like honestly, I'm not even going to be able to tell you what the team looks like until like the second week of September.
Well, you do have DJ Moore. I mean, I didn't hear you mention him.
Yeah, he like DJ Moore is going to be one of the key components when it comes to how far we go. I mean, honestly, there could be zero people on the team as long as we have Josh Allen. We are golden.
Yeah, so he's gonna be the entire team. He's gonna be the quarterback, the running back, and the wide
So,
receiver. And
it's funny because like people ask me, they'll say, are you upset that so and so got traded? Or, Taron Johnson just got traded from us, and I was like, yeah, I loved him, but I'm only going to be upset if one person gets traded or hurt on our team, and you know who that is.
it'll be very interesting for both teams to see who
Yeah.
actually makes the 53-man roster. And then we've got the practice squad. So, hey, we're just fans. We don't what do we know? We don't know a damn thing about it, so we just
Well,
gotta
all we
hurry up
have
and
to
wait.
do is dress up and support our team. That's all we want to do because, like,
That's
we're
it.
here to celebrate
Yeah.
our hometowns, our fans, our team,
Mm-hmm. That
each
part.
other. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I'm here for.
The
I'm
food, the
not here for
fun, the
anything else.
fellowship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all here for that. It definitely is electric. And, I want you to take a lot of pictures if you can and do some videos. Maybe you'll get to go live during the show if you can.
Yeah.
And like just want to see you on there and see how it goes. Where are you gonna be sitting?
Girl, are you planning on coming this year? So,
One
well, I
more time.
mean, just you don't even have to come to the game. You could just come and visit.
Oh yeah, I would definitely come visit you for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
I would
sure.
definitely, because you're right across the street from Niagara Falls. That wouldn't be the
Mhm.
lineup. I mean, you'd be the lineup to come visit. Niagara Falls would be something that would be to do and see, but definitely would like to come in the summertime to see what it looks like over there in Buffalo.
Well, because you're interested, I will set up a table for you if you'd like to jump through.
A table.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. I'm like a table. I'm thinking presentation. I'm thinking, okay, is this something I got to present or?
Well, no, because like the thing with Bill's Mafia is we jump through tables.
Oh, okay.
So we
Yeah.
set up like folding tables and literally jump through.
Yeah.
It's like a
Pink
rite of
Fanfur won't be
passage.
jumping through any tables.
Yeah.
I'll let you young people do all that. Uh, I might sit at the table. I might sit at the table.
That's right.
I
And
might
you
stand on
got
the
some
table too,
buffalo wings
depending on how
too.
sturdy it is.
Yeah. I'll give you some buffalo wings. I'll give you some beef on whack. I'll give you like all the buffalo foods, Loganberry, sponge candy, everything you want.
Well, let's see who's on your schedule for the year. Let's see who's on your schedule. Let me look. Where's your schedule? Okay, let's look at your schedule real quick. Okay, so you guys got the well, you got us, and then you do Texans. Okay, your first home game is gonna be where you're at home, or I can't tell. Oh, you're in Texas, Houston Texans, and then you play Detroit. You
Mm-hmm. That's
know, you
Thursday
know,
night game.
our producer Brian is a Detroit Lions super fan, and it looks like you're gonna be in your home stadium. So I wonder what B has to say about that.
Just so you know, we are hosting the Detroit Lions superfans for the home opener. So there's 32 people coming on a bus from Detroit. We're hosting them at, our tailgate house
Oh, great.
because we are very gracious. And we're fans.
The super fans with the Lions are great, just like the Bills.
Love
Like you
them.
guys are great, great fans. Don't keep up a
Yeah,
lot of riffraff and all that kind of stuff. Really personable people. B,
yeah.
I hope you get to go to that game. Well, it's in Buffalo. How far are you from Detroit?
So actually, where I live in Buffalo, I am about 10 minutes from the stadium. So
Oh, okay.
let that fool you because 10 minutes from the stadium, I have to
Mm.
get to the state. I have to get to the tailgate house like 8 hours in advance.
Of course.
So
Yes.
so
Of
if it's
course, yeah.
like a 4 p.m. game, I have to be there by 10. If
So
it's a
even if it's 10
1 p.m.
minutes,
game,
you
I have
couldn't
to
even
be there by
walk.
like 8 a.m. Like it's just the whole thing.
And then you have the Chargers, so you have two home
Hmm.
games. You have three home games back to back. You have the
Hmm.
Chargers the
Yep.
ninth. I'm sorry, September the 27th, and then you have New England.
Hmm.
Well, how'd you guys get
Every
lucky to get three
except
back to back
all
home
time.
games?
Even New England.
Hmm. Well, you get to see how New England's going to be playing on Wednesday when the season opener kicks off next
Hmm.
Wednesday, right?
Hmm. So
And then
let me
you go ahead.
wait. Let me ask you something because New England is kind of our like Achilles heel. We hate them. It's our rivalry. AFC,
Like,
whatever. Who are you really worried about this season? Like, who are you kind of like, I don't
you talking about
think
the Panthers? Well, I would say the Eagles, definitely the Bears.
the Bears.
Let's put the Detroit Lions up there. Well, Green Bay is going to be coming for us, even though we play in Green Bay at Lambeau Field. They're going to be coming for us because we beat them in their home field last year. And then we've got the Broncos who made the playoffs. We've got a pretty hard schedule. And, I hate to say this, but every time we play New Orleans, I just dislike New Orleans because they always beat us. We've got the Ravens. I mean, we've
Yeah.
got quite a few people. The Vikings. I'm not gonna say the Steelers. I'm not gonna say. Then we got the Seahawks. So I
Okay.
think we got a pretty hard schedule actually, and I don't know how we got so lucky to get that.
But you're optimistic.
I'm always gonna be optimistic. I think it's just gonna be interesting to see what we have and what we do and what kind of plays we take.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can develop this winning mentality coming off the playoffs last year, playing the Rams and losing to them. But at least we're the NFC South champions.
Listen, that's all you can do.
Yeah, so I'm a little concerned, but I'm not gonna go in it all negative. So we're still gonna
Right.
have fun no matter what. And I was just finishing up your schedule. You got the Raiders. Oh, you going to? Oh, how about the Raiders? Are you going to Las Vegas?
Oh, I want to so bad. I do. Like, I love the Raiders fans more than anything on this planet. Like, I often tell people that if I wasn't a Bills fan, I would be a
Right.
Raiders fan.
That
Like,
part. Yeah.
100%. If I wasn't a Bills fan, I would 100% be a Raiders fan. They're the most kind, gracious fandom that
Yeah.
the bling. Like,
The
that's
bling
so,
is so amazing. Oh my god.
I mean,
You gotta go to Las Vegas. It is the
I
most
want
electrifying tailgate. Like, if you've never been, have you ever been to Las Vegas?
I
I mean,
have.
like, as far as the game. But you've been to
But
their tailgate then, right?
I've never been to the stadium in Vegas. I've been to Denver, I've been to SoFi, and I've been to Miami. So Hard Rock.
Okay.
So
I would definitely encourage you. And if you are, Captain Jack, of course, and I know quite a
oh
few of those Raider Nation fans. Captain
yeah,
Jack and his crew are the most amazing hosts.
so
And I
amazing.
say reach out to Captain Jack. And if you can, if you don't have any other away game that you go to, try to go to that one because, like I said, their tailgate is off the chain. Like
Oh,
it's definitely like a flea market. you
girl,
know,
my entire dream in life is to be able to go to every away game and every home game, but like
hmm
job
yeah,
wise and money
of
wise,
course,
I
of
can't do it.
course, yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean,
one
we
glorious
right there
day,
with you, girlfriend. We're right there with you. We can't do it all. We can't
one
we can't
glorious
go to every
day,
game.
live
So,
the
but if you
dream.
can go to any game, any away game, I would encourage you to go to that one.
I know.
But keep me posted on it.
I will.
And
And
then you
it's like
have,
we have to see each other again. Like it has been too long since
it
I've
has
seen
been too long. Yes, it has.
the
It has.
story
Yes,
playing.
ma'am. You guys got some really good games in your home stadium. You got the Baltimore Ravens, and then you go to the Vikings. You don't have to go far for that game, and then you go to the Jets. You don't have to
Yep.
go too far for that game, and then you got the Dolphins in your stadium. They got to come to your stadium. And then you got the Chiefs. How do you get all of these games in your stadium? Like you got all the big games in your stadium,
Well, because we want to showcase us humiliating the
and you
Dolphins and the Jets, number
and
one.
you also have the Bears. You have the Bears too.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you know what? They have to show off the new stadium. So
Well, they're showing it off to some big teams.
listen,
N-
let the good
speak
times roll.
Speaking of new stadiums, we had a presser a couple of weeks ago, and the owner David Tepper, announced that we're getting a new stadium. Well, the stadium that we have is getting a facelift. It's not necessarily going to be a new stadium, but they're going to be adding a lot more bling, if you will. More electronics, more. I mean, just I saw the picture of it. The I guess you call the
The
foreprint,
mock-up, yeah.
the blueprint of
Yeah.
it, and it looks like it's going to be a smart stadium. Like, it looks like it's going to be like out of this world, but it looks like it's going to be really nice. So
Okay.
that's going to be 20. I don't know. I guess they projected to be 2030. I really don't know, but that's exciting to see that. And then also, I failed to mention that we're going to be getting a new training stadium, which they're actually building right now. And so that's going to be behind Bank of America Stadium. So they're actually
Oh
erecting
no.
that right now, and it's a big frame. Right now, it's huge, and so they practice on one side. Okay, one part of it is going to have an outside field, and then the other part inside is going to have an inside field. So it's a huge to do.
Oh, that's
I'm pretty
awesome. You
sure
know
that's going to
what?
be
I have
coming out of the
got
pockets of
to a
the
thing
PSL
real quick,
owners.
so I have to come. We have to do a proper tailgate. I will
We
bring
will.
my son as long as we're welcome.
You come on, you are. Look, I I'm still having a flashback from when you guys came last October, I think it was. Don't even get me on that. Okay. I gotta park my car overnight, apparently, because there was nowhere to park. And then you guys were like bobbleheads all over the freaking place. It was like somebody let the roaches out when they turned on the light. Like the light turned on and all the roaches, you
All
guys were
facts,
like
all facts.
everywhere. But you guys
Yeah,
were awesome.
no lies detected whatsoever in that statement.
Like I said, I got PTSD from you guys beating us. So I'm not looking forward to it. I'm only looking forward to seeing you and the Buffalo Bills fans.
I know. I love you so much.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. So, tell us a little bit more about your fits. Like, I know you've been working on your shoes and putting some bling on them. Like, we love bling, but your fit that you're wearing today. You got your girls out. Close your eyes, little kids. This is not for kids. My disclaimer: this show is not for kids. Okay. Uh,
Well, this is summer attire because, like come December and January, I'm not wearing this.
you
Believe
got to
you
wear it
me.
while you can, girl. If you got it,
I'm
do
wearing
it.
snowsuits and parkas. So I gotta
Tell
do
us a
what I
little
gotta
bit more
do
about your
in
fit today.
August.
How did you?
That's my birthday month, so I'm gonna be my birthday's next Monday, so I'm like in my
Happy
Leah energy.
birthday to
Thank
ya.
you.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday to ya.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Cherie.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah, I
But
know you're
yeah,
going to have some fun.
it's exciting. I'm actually working all the way up until Saturday. So come Saturday, it's gonna be my vacation. It's gonna be the Panther.
Yay. Yeah,
Um,
okay,
I
good.
wanna, I wanna like video time and like maybe just message you in some way possible that like while I'm watching the game so that we can communicate because I'm sure you're gonna be watching the game just like me, even though it's preseason. It doesn't really count, or so they say. It's more about you know what I mean. So I would
What
love to
counts is that you
FaceTime you
show
for
up
something.
and you show out.
Yeah,
And you look gorgeous doing it, and you have the most fun that you ever had. because it
Yeah.
doesn't count, but it counts that you have a lot of fun and that's it.
Yes.
And yeah, if you want to either FaceTime or, that's fine, whatever you want to do.
I would
I'll be
love it.
around.
Maybe I'll
Yeah, I
get
haven't
some
decided
pictures
where I'm
with
gonna
the
watch the
players.
game yet though. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Say it one more time.
Maybe I'll get some pictures of the players and then I'll send them to you.
Yeah, in your new stadium. That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
If you happen to see John Mechie the third, and I say shout out to John Mechie the third, welcome to the Carolina Panthers. I know he's still working on making the roster. He is a wide receiver straight out of the Texans, but also straight out of Alabama.
Right.
Roll Tide.
Right. Roll Tide.
So there's a connection between John Mechie the third and Bryce Young.
Oh,
Yes, because they played on the same team.
okay.
So
Well, that's a
I'm excited
connection.
to if you
That's a
see number
connection.
13, get some pictures.
Yeah. Listen, you're not in our division, so I root for you. All the way until
Thank
the end.
you. Thank you. Thank you. You're not gonna say you're gonna root for the Lions. Are you guys in the same division? Are
No,
you in the same division?
no,
So
they're NFC. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
So
Well, I know you're gonna
we're
have
all
kids
we're
time.
all good here.
So yeah, why don't you I was gonna say, let's see, the game is at what time? 1 o'clock?
So yeah, it's a one
And
o'clock game. They're doing it's actually Kids Day that day. So they're gonna be doing like activities for the children. It's family friendly. So if anybody wants to come out for the 1 o'clock game on Saturday the 15th, it's the official preseason game. It will be at like the new stadium. Bring the kids. I think that I might be doing some sort of face painting for the children for free to just kind of like bring people in, and we're excited to get the season started.
so where will you guys be in case any of our fans listening and watching and commenting tonight want to know where you guys going to be and how can they contribute if that is the case? How can they get in on the fun?
So we are located at 5204 Big Tree Road, Orchard Park, New York. Um, I don't really have to tell you the address because the house itself speaks for itself. It's an entirely blue house with
Mhm.
Zubas that are like, printed all over it. We're gonna have inflatables. You can't mistake it. It's right on the corner of Abbott and Big Tree Road. You can come see us. We welcome fans from every ilk. We don't
Okay.
discriminate. You are welcome. I'm talking about young, old, children, seniors, like, middle age, it doesn't matter. We embrace you. Um, if you want to have a good time and really experience the Bills Mafia, come to the Mafia Misfits Manor.
Say the address one more time for our
It's
commenters and viewers.
it's 5204 Big Tree Road, and
Big
that's
Tree.
Orchard Park, New York. Yep.
Gotcha. Thank you. You guys are going to
Yeah.
have a good time. That's
Thank
so wonderful.
you.
The community service is very important too, because we talked about that about, on our last time you were here. I love the community service and the action that you guys put into it. It's amazing. It makes such a difference, in the world, in the
Hmm.
community, merely. It's making a difference in the lives of people.
It really does because, like, a lot of people that don't even follow football are benefiting from, like, some of the charity work that we do. Like, we did, like, the trunk or treat, like, for
Yeah.
handicapped children that wanted to come and,
Hmm.
kind of trick or treat, but they weren't able to. So we set up a whole establishment where we would have, like, a parking lot where they could just come and, like, we're all dressed up in costume and we're just giving out candy, just like things like that are so beneficial to the community, and people
Definitely.
remember stuff like that, and then maybe that gets them more interested in football, and they're like, oh well, we didn't know the Buffalo Bills before this, but this
Right.
community event showcased and showed a spotlight on like who the Buffalo Bills are. Maybe we want to look into this. Maybe we want to, like, see what's going on with them, and I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I said, you said you never know what difference you're gonna make in anybody's life. And just being out there and just being the true people who you are, the giving people who you are, they're gonna see that genuineness. They're gonna
Right.
be able to gravitate toward that, and they get a benefit out of that, and they might even see the super fans and say, "Oh,
Yeah.
I might want to do this."
Hmm.
But they like taking pictures with you guys and asking a lot of questions, especially for you. I know they ask you to, how long did it take you to do your fit and makeup and
Hmm.
hair and all that? Like, so
But it's
it's
also for
exciting.
like you said, like for the children, like these children, they come up and they go, especially for me,
Mhm.
because like there's not a lot of, like, there's not a lot of women in football as far as super fans go. Like, when we were in Pittsburgh, we had the women of football all get
Right.
together and take a picture,
I
and
saw
that
that.
that's
Gorgeous.
that's significant to me, because like every single team was represented by somebody, but there's not many of us. You know what I mean? It's mostly a male dominated,
Yeah.
field. And when you're a little girl and you see, like,
Mhm.
Pink Panther come, or you see, like, Bill Gates, like, you're like, I can also
Right.
like football. It's fine that I like something that's, supposed to be a boy
Right.
thing.
It
And
is
they
very.
like, they see
Mhm.
that it's fine to do that. And I love that.
It is very fine to do that, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It is very fine to love football, which is a male dominated sport, of course. And as you indicated, Bills Leia, that the women are coming up. I really
Yeah,
love the fact that you guys have that get together, women, women super fans in football. Send me that picture too, by the way. I want to use it in one of my promos, but
I will.
I think it's very wonderful that we branch out and start to do other things. So it's wonderful to see that camaraderie.
Representation is key.
Yeah, girl. Listen, I want to tell the audience a little bit more about how they can find you on social media. I know that you're busy, but we want you to share how people can find you on social media.
Well, so I'm Bill's Leia on Instagram, or Three Hall on Facebook. Otherwise, you can find me at the Mafia Misfits Manor every home game. I am there to welcome all fans. We kind of, it's our thing to host the opposing team's fans, because we feel that everybody needs a safe space when they travel to another place, and we want to be that place that people can
That's
come
so
and,
sweet.
they go, you know what, like, Bills fans are all right.
That is so freaking powerful what you just said, and so profound. I love the fact that you said that the fans need a safe place, a safe
Yes.
space.
Because
Because you
when
guys
when
thinking,
you're traveling, it's like you, maybe you've never been to that city, maybe you just don't
right?
know. You think these opposing teams' fans hate you, but I'm gonna say this right now: if you are any other team besides us, we will welcome you. You are welcome at our tailgate house, and I'll send you the link of the address, and so that you
That would
can
be
share that
awesome.
for anybody
Yeah, I
that's
will
looking
share
for a
that
place to
definitely.
tailgate.
I will share the link. I will share the information. So, Carolina Panthers fans, super fans, regular fans, anybody fans, if you're out there near Buffalo, go to the game. Meet up with Cherie and her people. Get some of that
Yeah,
love and that fun.
come,
Get
come along.
immersed in all of that juice.
Yeah.
It's a very welcoming community. Of course, I hate to say this, I've never been to Buffalo, but I definitely need to put that on my bucket list.
Girl, you will be spoiled. You'll never be able to go to another tailgate again if you come to Buffalo. I'm just saying
Not
that.
if, when. I will. I will definitely come to Buffalo. Definitely. I'm gonna
Yeah,
make that a point, and that's gonna be the thing to do in my life, to come to Buffalo, because
yeah.
I know how welcome and friendly you are, and so you're a very beacon, a good beacon for everybody and all of those super fans out there. Just tell everybody out there, what is it about super fans? Like, what is the importance of the morale to the team?
I think that I think that super fans kind of exhibit the most passion that, like, you have when you really like something. So football fans, when they really like football, they want to express it, and I think super fans are the kind of people that take it to the next level. They start dressing up in costumes. They start creating their own, like I said, like I did like my own boots, I did my own shoes, and it's kind of like art in motion when you're trying to exhibit your passion. And like the thing that expresses your love for something is outwardly like worn with you, and that's what makes a super fan. So
The
there's no definition.
foreground.
Yeah, there's no definition of what character you have to be. You don't have to be a character. You don't have to, as long as you're like really in love with whatever you're doing and you go
Mhm.
110% in it, it's going to
Mhm.
show. I mean, like I've seen super fans that have just been, completely just like colored and just beaded, and there's no rhyme or reason. It looks like a Picasso painting, but I'm like, oh, I know you're a Chiefs fan. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's expressing your love. And I think passion is recognized. And when people see your, determination and they see that you're really into it, they identify with that, and it helps other people that want to like maybe go forward and maybe like express themselves feel more comfortable doing that.
Very well said. Very powerful, very profound, and interesting. Hopefully, we have touched someone on this audience watching. We appreciate all of the comments that you guys have brought in, and we appreciate you guys as audience watching us and spending your hour with us tonight on Superfan Thursday. Stay backstage, Cherie, so we can chit chat a little bit, and then we'll let you go. But other than that, any last words before we go? Before we
I
beat you
want
on Saturday? I mean, just
Yeah, I will definitely contact you, but to all people watching, love your team, support your team. Please be true to who you are, and always make sure that you are yourself no matter what.
100%. I could not have said it better myself. Be yourself, be exactly who you are, and do exactly what you do.
It's
Ladies and
beautiful.
gentlemen, boys and girls, Pink Fan Fur, Super Fan Thursday, the lovely Cherie Hall, Bills Leia. Until next time, we'll see you Saturday. Preseason game,
Okay,
girl. Keep pounding.
bye.